Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that is more powerful than anything you will ever encounter in the world, and that is the power of your mind. Your mind has the ability to shape your reality, to create your future, to dictate the quality of your life. It can be your greatest ally or it can be your biggest obstacle, and the difference between the two comes down to one simple truth: the ability to control your mind. You see, the mind is an incredible tool, a tool that, when properly harnessed, can lead you to greatness, to fulfillment, to a life beyond anything you ever imagined. But if left unchecked, the mind can also become your prison. It can keep you trapped in cycles of fear, doubt, negativity, and limitation. The difference between living a life of freedom and living a life of constraint lies in your ability to take control of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your mental patterns. Every single day, we are bombarded with thoughts. Some of those thoughts are empowering, filled with possibility, optimism, and hope. But many of those thoughts, often the majority, are filled with fear, insecurity, self-doubt, and limitation. And if we're not careful, we let those negative thoughts run our lives. We let them determine what we believe about ourselves, what we think is possible, and how we show up in the world. The truth is, your mind is constantly shaping your reality. What you think, what you believe, what you focus on, it all becomes your experience. So, if you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your mind. You have to take control of your thoughts. And you have to train your mind to work for you, not against you. Think about it like this: your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant it, whatever seeds you nurture, will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, that's what will flourish. But if you plant seeds of possibility, strength, and belief, those will grow too. The question is, what are you planting? What are you allowing to take root in the soil of your mind? The most important thing to realize is that you are not at the mercy of your thoughts. You are not powerless over your mind. You have the ability to control what you think about, what you believe, and how you respond to the challenges and opportunities life presents. It's not easy. It requires practice, discipline, and awareness, but it is possible. And once you learn to control your mind, you will unlock a level of freedom and power that will transform your entire life. One of the first steps in learning to control your mind is becoming aware of your thoughts. How many of us go through the day on autopilot, reacting to the world around us without even realizing what we're thinking or how those thoughts are affecting us? But here's the thing: you can't control what you're not aware of. So the first step is to bring consciousness to your thinking. Pay attention to the thoughts that are running through your mind. Are they positive? Are they empowering? Are they aligned with the life you want to create? Or are they filled with doubt, negativity, and limitation? Once you become aware of your thoughts, the next step is to challenge them. Just because a thought pops into your mind doesn't mean it's true. Your mind will often present you with thoughts that are based on fear, insecurity, or past experiences, but that doesn't mean you have to accept them. You have the power to question those thoughts, to ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is this thought helping me become the person I want to be? Is this thought moving me closer to my goals and dreams? If the answer is no, then it's time to let that thought go. It's time to replace it with a thought that is aligned with the life you want to create. And that's the beautiful thing about controlling your mind. You get to choose what you think. You get to decide what thoughts you give energy to and what thoughts you let go of. You get to be the master of your own mind. But controlling your mind isn't just about pushing away negative thoughts. It's also about intentionally cultivating the thoughts that will empower you. It's about training your mind to focus on the possibilities, the opportunities, the strengths that exist within you. It's about developing a mindset that is rooted in belief, optimism, and resilience. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive, empowering statements that you repeat to yourself in order to reprogram your mind. When you consistently affirm what you want to believe about yourself and your life, you begin to shift your mental patterns. You begin to replace the old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. But here's the thing: it's not enough to just say the words. You have to feel them. You have to believe them. You have to repeat them until they become a part of who you are. That's how you train your mind to focus on the positive, to focus on what's possible instead of what's not. It's a daily practice, a commitment to yourself and to the life you want to create. Another important aspect of controlling your mind is learning to manage your emotions. Emotions are powerful and they can often cloud our judgment and influence our thoughts. But when you learn to control your mind, you learn to separate your emotions from your thoughts. You learn to observe your emotions without letting them dictate your actions or your beliefs. You learn to respond to life from a place of calm, clarity, and intentionality rather than reacting from a place of fear or anger. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It means acknowledging them, understanding them, and then choosing how to respond to them. It means recognizing that while emotions are a natural part of life, they don't have to control you. You have the power to decide how you respond to your emotions, and that power lies in your ability to control your mind. But let's be real, controlling your mind isn't easy. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes practice. There will be days when it feels like your mind is running the show, when the negative thoughts are louder than the positive ones, when it feels like you're losing the battle. But those are the days when it's most important to stay committed. Those are the days when you have to remind yourself that you are in control. You have to remind yourself that you have the power to choose your thoughts, to choose your beliefs, to choose how you show up in the world. And here's the thing, the more you practice controlling your mind, the easier it becomes. The more you train yourself to focus on the positive, to challenge the negative, and to cultivate empowering beliefs, the more natural it becomes. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And over time, controlling your mind becomes second nature. It becomes a part of who you are. But I want you to know that controlling your mind doesn't mean suppressing your thoughts or pretending that everything is always perfect. It means taking responsibility for your thoughts. It means acknowledging when you're having a negative thought and choosing to shift your focus. It means recognizing that while you can't always control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond to it. You have the power to create your reality, and that power begins with your mind. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, the way you perceive the world, it all starts in your mind. And when you learn to control your mind, you unlock a level of power and freedom that is beyond anything you've ever experienced. So I want to challenge you today to start paying attention to your thoughts. Start noticing the patterns of thinking that are shaping your reality. And if those patterns aren't serving you, if they're holding you back from the life you want to create, make the decision to change them. Make the decision to take control of your mind and to begin planting the seeds of possibility, strength, and belief. And remember, this is a journey. It's a practice. There will be days when it feels easy, and there will be days when it feels hard. But the key is to stay committed, to keep showing up for yourself, to keep choosing to control your mind. Because when you do, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You open yourself up to the life you've always dreamed of. Your mind is your greatest tool, and when you learn to control it, you unlock a level of power that is limitless. So I encourage you to start today. Start paying attention to your thoughts, start challenging the beliefs that are holding you back, and start planting the seeds of the life you want to create. Because you have the power to control your mind, and when you do, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Thank you.